Yeah, your realm of erotica takes that sexual drive, that sexual energy, and it gives it a new space to place that in that is not provoking shame. All right, guys, we are back with Hymnology. We are here with Eve. She is an erotic writer and audio voice actress. And for those who don't know me, I'm Shari James. I help men avoid ED medications, get off of them, or in some cases, get them to work with my holistic approach to healing erectile dysfunction. Well, we are ready for Wisdom Bomb number 2. Moving beyond porn to build healthy relationships.
Yes. Well, this is an interesting point because a lot of people assume that when you talk about this kind of thing, moving beyond porn, that you must have a negative view of porn, which I don't. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people see that it has a value. But I think that it's like anything else in sexual maturity or in just a person's spiritual maturity in some ways. There's a time and place for it, but if you're curious, if you're into sort of self-exploration and wanting to value your own experiences more and customize them more to what really works for you, then I do think you have to move past generalized porn. And I don't mean necessarily getting into kinks and fetishes, that could be your thing, but I don't mean niching down. I mean expanding out. I mean going farther than what porn typically offers, especially as men get older, and they're looking for something a little more stimulating mentally as well
Mhm.
as the physical stimulation. I think it's important for men to realize that the visual porn that you see is usually very orchestrated to produce a certain effect, and it can be very good at that. But I think that the problem is the reason people develop a problem with porn, I think, is that they are looking for something more. They're looking for something that
100%.
expands. Yes. And so
Or
they keep looking.
connection.
Yes. They don't
Yeah.
even know what they're looking for half the time. They just keep thinking that maybe the next thing will be the thing that excites them
Mhm.
more or gives them more satisfaction in the whole experience. And I think that that's kind of a dry well a little bit. I think it's
Novelty
the
wears off.
yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
right? I mean, porn
Yes.
is novelty, but all novelties wear off.
Exactly. And I think that for men that really want to enhance their experience, I think it's important for them to say, okay, I've tried this, I've started here, I've gotten some idea of what I like and what I don't like and that kind of thing. But I think moving into something that you could share with your partner, not that you can't share porn with your partner, but I think there's more inclusive things that you can do with a partner that let you both experience your sexuality together. Or if you're alone, it's something that heightens the experience for you, involves your mind, your imagination, things that let you feel everything that your body is capable of, and not just sexual pleasure. Men sometimes don't pay enough attention to the sensual experiences of just touch or a deep relaxation, or even ASMR. Some men don't
Mhm.
realize how wonderful ASMR can feel because they've been so focused on just the sexual pleasure alone for such a long time that I think if you can move into some medium that helps you expand. Just imagine taking, your sexual desire and expanding it out. Just what does that even look like to you? Could you even imagine what that might include? Do a bit of soul searching, if you will, and think like, well, what could be better than porn for me? Not a replacement. Don't think of it as a replacement or getting rid of porn, but think about,
What's the next evolution?
right, what's better? What would be the next thing that this would lead to? And you may find that there's answers you didn't expect. Some men discover a love of reading erotic literature. Some
Yes,
men,
absolutely.
they
It's
never knew how great that could be, that kind
way
of thing.
bigger genre than I ever expected that it was, that it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there could be all kinds of things that
Yeah.
men just didn't know that they could enjoy even more than porn because they've never thought about it. So I think it's important that if men really want to take it seriously and realize they are worth this. You're worth so much more than just something that's quick and fast and, something that's been mass produced and something that is just put out there as if it's a porn clip just for you to quickly get off. And, you're better than this. You deserve your sexuality, your spirituality, everything about you, your romantic side, everything about you deserves more attention paid to it, not less. It deserves more careful thought rather than just being a throwaway. And, that kind of goes back to the shame issue. That's like, if you're not ashamed of this, you'll be more willing to say,
Without knowing the root causes of erectile dysfunction, you might as well just go ahead and throw your pills in the garbage. Contact me for your free video consult.
yeah, how can I make this a better experience for me? How can I respect this more and not just treat this like a quick throwaway that I just have to get out of my system, but rather this is an integral part of me as a human being. This is a great part of me. This makes me feel alive. This is a wonderful part of being a man, and I don't want to just throw this away. I want to make this the best it can be for myself. So, let's explore.
Yeah, your realm of erotica takes that sexual drive, that sexual energy, and it gives it a new space to place that in that is not provoking shame
Right.
because of where you're coming from with your work.
Right, exactly. It's pre like it's how do I put it? It's pre-established that I I'm okay with all of this, that I approve of male sexuality, that I'm
Yep.
happy with all this, that I love boners, I love men, I love, like that I can have fun with it, I can be playful, I can be romantic, I can be just crazy sexy about it. It's like permission in a sense. It's a feminine presence giving man permission to be
Mhm.
his sexual self without judgment, without shame. It's like not only am I a willing partner, I'm a happy, engaged, encouraging partner. I want you to experience this. I want you to have a wonderful time. I want you to have an amazing orgasm. I want you to fall asleep feeling blissful. These are things that they can come to my work already knowing this is true. They don't even have to question it. It's everywhere in everything I do. So they can click on an audio and it doesn't matter what the subject is. They know they're going to get that kind of approval, that kind of encouragement. And I don't think they get that from any other media that we have right now.
Mhm.
Everything else is very passive and very sometimes presented very poorly in terms of, what they think of men who like this. Whereas I'm the exact opposite. I'm like, you're welcome here. This is great.
Mhm.
I love men. I love your sexuality. I think you should celebrate it just like I do. So welcome, you know?
And how do you connect a man exploring your work versus porn into how does that lead into building a healthy relationship?
I think that what I've tried to do, especially, is I show all aspects of sexuality. I show in my audios, I do everything that starts from like non-sexual, cuddly type stuff where you're just snuggling with your partner or somebody that you're close to, and obviously all the way through the erotic scenes and scenarios and everything that everybody can get into. But also I do afterglow and I do the things that happen after sex, and I depict them as you would find them in a real relationship, because this is something I noticed in porn very often. After the money shot, as they call it, the video just ends. So a lot of young men, I would think, would really have no idea how to behave if they find themselves with a girlfriend. They're not really going to know what to
Yeah.
do
The benefit
after.
of staying connected
Exactly.
after sexuality because women are actually absorbing the man's sexual energy,
Yes.
then she processes it and then she gives it back to him.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you're running out the door into the shower after the quote unquote money shot,
Yeah.
you are missing out on a profound energetic experience.
And yeah, I mean, it's bad for you, it's bad for her, it's bad for your relationship. It's you're like you say, you're missing out. You have a chance. I mean, we know that oxytocin is released by the male brain after orgasm, and testosterone comes along like Pac-Man and just destroys it within, 15 minutes. But why
I
not
think you got three
experience,
days. I think women it's 3 weeks. Just oxytocin sticks around, and I think
yes.
men it sticks around for 3 days. But yeah, I
Well,
love that.
but why not just experience it? Why not just let that bonding hormone, that wonderful, loving connection, that peaceful feeling? That's a wonderful hormone we have. Why not experience it and just let that sort of wash over you and help you connect to your partner, but also yourself? Let yourself feel that good. Let yourself feel like I've just engaged in this wonderful dance of life, this wonderful, amazing
Mhm.
thing that we can do. Again, it all ties back to shame. Don't rush off to the shower and try to get rid of every evidence that you've done something like this. Like, lie there and enjoy the
Yeah.
bliss and just enjoy it and feel it. Just,
Irish Spring won't wash the shame away. Hey you, hey guy, who's learning about sexual health, mixed in with some tantra, mixed in with some 5 elements of Chinese medicine and some Western medicine. I want to let you know something. I would love it if you would hit my subscribe button and the notification bell. That way, you're going to know when new content is posted every Friday.